Oh, baby. Man down. You treated me well, Sapple. Man down number 2. Come on in. Happy freaking Friday. Good to see everybody. Oh, man, that Sapple. Ooh, that hit the spot. Good to see everyone on this Friday. We made it another week. We're here. I mean, it feels like we're just here. And now we're right back at it. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Tonight is the finale of this season, Matt Madness. So, of course, I'm getting you guys liquored up for the show. Basically, if you don't remember, because I know I was only on Matt Madness for a very short amount of time, which is typical. I am the number 1 loser of Matt Madness. I've lost more times than anybody. So, I'm the victor. You know, whoever wins tonight is still not the winner. I'm the winner. Okay? So, we're pre-gaming, you know? Who's on in here? Joe Dickinson says, don't start without me. Well, we started. Where are you? Wilmington Piper! Yeah. Jacob Thompson cannot wait for this. I can't wait for you to wait. Whatever that means. Working tonight, but have a great show, says Janelle. Dang it. At least you stopped by. That's a... Janelle's a real one, you know? Doesn't matter if she's working, she stopped by. Hitting the like button. Tony Bag of Donuts has his Cat's Eye barrel picks already. Mine are supposed to get here tomorrow. I had to redirect them. I had to send them to another household, so we'll see. See if I get them tomorrow. I swear, man. UPS just needs to get rid of this whole adult signature thing, man. James Lloyd! John at 5, Trev pre-games for no one. He is the main event. I'm pre-gaming my own celebratory... I'm pre-gaming me celebrating my victory. Odyssey Rider, Trev, do push-ups. I wasn't late. You're late. Wandering Mango. Peter White. Erica P. Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. Chris Valencia. Alec. What's up, Alec? Yeah, I've been smelling this bottle. I poured the rest of what is easily one of my favorite random bottles that I can't get them here, but distilled and bottled. So they make their own. This is just so good. The Corset's Whips and Whiskey Journeyman Distillery is quite nice. I freaking love this stuff. Michigan has some good freaking bourbon. If you guys want to try something, if you're sick of Kentucky, okay, you want to try something a little bit different, but is still very much so familiar, get you some of those guys. Traverse City is good. What was the name of that other one that's really good that's up there? Traverse City. Anyway, Michigan, what are y'all doing? What's up, Guy Davis? Rick? Philip Travis? Cheers, good night for the poor. Let's go. What's up, Jake? How far you run today? far are you running tomorrow? How far are you running the next day? Rocking the brown shirt, optimistic as always. Dude, eBay. eBay's the best place to get probably just mostly browns because, you know, no, everyone just sells their browns here. But this is like, you get t-shirts for like $5. You just find someone who takes best offers. So if they're selling it for like 15 bucks, you send them an offer for like 7 and they will take it. You know, they just want to get rid of it. I have so much stuff coming. And okay, look, I am optimistic. Do I think they're going to go all the way? Absolutely not. But guess what? I'm not going to be that dude who all of a sudden jumps on the bandwagon and is like, I've been a fan, I swear. No. You gotta just show up now. Or else, or just look at Kansas City fans. Everyone hates them. Where we at? Where we at? Where we at? Where we at? The hell of a streak you got going, Trev. It's I don't even know how many times I've lost Matt Madness. However many times he's done it, I have an extra loss. So if he's done it, if this is the 3rd year, then I have 4. And if this is the 4th year, I have 5. I don't even remember. We get it in Indiana. It's good, dude. Got my bottle of blended whiskey and a bottle of 15-year-old rye today, an hour before the show, just in time. Why don't you open them, sucker? Daggum, this boo rye is crushable. Abso-freaking-lutely it is. I think you guys will like them, man. Which, I don't put out stuff that you just won't like. It's good. The Goodwill is a great place for Browns gear. I mean, hey. Dude, I would have to, I wish I could just, I had it all in here. I bought so much freaking stuff off eBay the other day. Like, I just went on a rager of just making offers to people. And, like, everyone accepted my dirtball scumbag offer. So I was like, well, crap, now I have, like, freaking 5 hoodies coming, all these t-shirts. I got this Ravens hoodie, like, for $10. And this thing easily, you go to, like, Fanatics, it's $100+. Some stupid crap. Made like $10. Thing's nice. What up, Dram It All? Big fan of the Corsets, Whips, and Whiskey, says 49er fan Matt. They're just dang good, man. Why can I not remember the name of the other brand? It's like on the tip of my tongue. It's gonna make me mad. Michigan Distill. It's about to just pop out and I'm gonna be mad. The moment I see it. How many freaking distilleries does Michigan have? I just Googled Michigan distilleries and there's a list of... Where's the big one? Mammoth Distilling's there. Get one of those. What? Come on, help me out. What's the bottle? It's in Detroit. I thought. I can't believe I can't find what I'm trying to say. Barrel King, Evernorth, Origin, Valentine. Dang it. Valentine. I didn't know all of those. Why are there so many distilleries in Michigan, people? Are they all making like bourbon though? No. Maybe? River Raisin Distillery? Like, well, there's just so many distilleries. No, not Driftless Glen is in Wisconsin. It's Valentine's. It's Valentine's who I'm thinking of. What's the name of the bottle they put out? The orange label bottle. It's like their standard offering. So good. What up, Ryan H? Go Braves. Bears versus Browns Super Bowl. Calling it here. Tony, see if he's right. That would be a complete... If the Browns and Bears ever go to the Super Bowl any year, but mainly this year, something terrible in the cosmos had to have happened. Something very bad. Like Yellowstone erupts or something. I don't know. What up, Mark Basco? ECBP. I just went full blown. I don't even know the word. I just stopped reading. Like, I couldn't read what you just wrote anymore. ECBP 525 at the shelf this one. Heck yeah, what do you think of it? What's the breakdown on it? Andrew P. Cellar Aged in Beacon just hit the PX today. Andrew, also, what's the breakdown on that? What's the ages in this one? I saw the announcement. Mayor Pingree, dang it. God, my brain's not working. What up, Lee? Cheers, nerds, from the both of us. Bourbon Kitty, hello, too. I got Stag 24C and 24D today from a trade of 2 Wild Turkey 101 8 years. Dang, man. They must really wanted that Wild Turkey. Dang. Why am I watching this man in a Browns jersey, says Teddy Ballgame? It's a t-shirt, Teddy. It's a t-shirt. I can go get a jersey on if you would prefer that. You know what's crazy? Look what I was wearing. Look what I was wearing right before the stream started. Tell me this ain't crazy. I was wearing this first. Hey, I do what I freaking want. Okay? Ooh, the 1792 cognac is delicious. I saw, was that you too? Let me scroll up. I swear I saw someone, Will T. 1792 cognac cask is legit. All right, I'm gonna need some people. How hard is it to get these bottles? Are they like flying off the freaking shelves, or are they like just there? You know what I'm saying? So if you go and you just see them just sitting there, I will hit me up. I will buy them. I want to try them. I need some videos to review. But I figure, see, Lee says they're flying around here. I would imagine they're probably, I don't know, maybe they're super hyped up. My store had a case at $70 each. The mark-upness is real. I will say, like, they've got to be better than the sweet wheat. The 1792 sweet wheat is by far the most, I wouldn't even call it hyped. I think it's the most useless, sought-after bottle I've seen. Like, that should not be in raffles, and that should not be allocated, and people should not be, that should not be flying off the shelf. They should sit there, and if you like it, you should get one. That's wild to me. There's no way the sweet wheat's better than the cognac and all the finishes. It's got the cognac. I love cognac finish. Gotta be better. Gotta be. Never catch me wearing another team's shirt ever. Not even if there's a fire. Those are the team. Those are my teams. What are you talking about, Tony? I saw like 12 of them, but Only got 2 of them. Should have gotten all 12. Is that good? Well, Ryan, you kind of have access to my credit card. I literally drank all the bottles you sent me last time are all gone. They're still both on my shelf. They're just empty. My shelves are getting thin, bro. I'm just not restocking. So I gotta leave empty bottles up there so my shelf just doesn't look empty. Roy! What up, Roy? How far did you freaking walk today? 70 miles? Trev, divisional rivals. Who do you root for when they're playing each other? You already did, you retracted the message. You're gonna type it again. Go ahead. I already know the answer. Honestly, when it's the Browns versus Ravens game, this is what happens. At the end of the day, I know the Ravens are the better team, so it doesn't really matter, or at least it hasn't mattered. It hasn't mattered in the sense of the Browns defeating the Ravens like they did last season didn't really screw the Ravens. Like, it didn't, it hasn't mattered in the sense of, man, if just we lost to the freaking Browns, so now our seeding is different in the playoffs. So I just watch it to have fun. And what we do, I wear my Browns jersey and Sarah will wear her Ravens jersey, and then we sit and we're a big rivalry, and she just can yell at me. And I falsely, or like I pretend to actually care when I kind of like, man, the Ravens crushing. What up, Miracle? Hook 'em horns. November can't come soon enough. Piggy's going down. I don't know. I'm actually going to, is it the opening day? It might be the second game. When is NCAA football start? This Saturday? Or is that is that a real game? Is the 30th? Is August 30th college football? When I Google it, there's a game August 30th. I thought it was that game. Tomorrow it starts, huh? The profile of this ECBP reminds me a little of the Evans and Pike, says Mark. And then up here he says it's 11 year 6 month on the label, lot of oak. Just getting into it. Don't know if it's gonna get backed up. I'll be honest, man, a lot of those, and I don't want to be that guy, but you gotta be real. It's not that I dislike ECBP. I still think for the money, it's such a good value bourbon. And it hopefully always will be, but I think where the criticism comes from are the people who had the old stuff and we got used to it being so good. So it's kind of like we should have the right to be pissed off that it's not the same anymore. You know what I'm saying? So I think before I would buy 2 bottles no matter what. I would show up and I would buy 2 of them. Nowadays, all of these, and where I was going with this is ever since they started this whole dropped the 12 year and they're putting out 11 year and 10 year stuff, it's noticeable, drastically noticeable. And I don't even care if it's a couple months shy of 12, something else must have changed then. Because I don't care if it's 11 years in 11 months versus a regular, ECBP 2019. The 2019, they were better. Period. End of story. 2018's amazing. So I've just stopped. I'll buy 1, and if it's that good, I'll go buy a backup if I want. Iowa State versus K-State starts tomorrow. Really? That seems early. You'd think it'd just start next week sometime, but... Anyway, I'm actually going... Arkansas is playing Arkansas State, and we're going to that game. That's going to be legit. It's going to be fun. I haven't been to a college football game in freaking years. Nerds and Turds, Boo-Rai poured, and Nerds and Turds 15-year rye poured. He just poured both of them. I'm a Ravens fan in Indy. Ravens hate Colts, and Colts don't care. I love how Guy is in the town, and he don't like the Colts. Oh, Roy only walked 6.3 miles today. Dude, Roy, I'm gonna be honest. I will run 6 miles, and honestly, it will feel like I'm, especially if I'm by myself, it'll feel like I'm out there forever. I couldn't imagine walking it. Which, I mean, I guess it'd just be like double the time. It's not that bad, but... crap is this? I ain't clicking that. You ever just get emails that seem legit, and then it's like, wait a minute. If I have to question if it's legit, you know, it's not legit. What up, Mike Franklin, the freaking legend? How are you, dude? Let's get something in the glass. Dang, Peter White. Peter White's daughter's going to college. It'll be fine. I say that as if I'm a dad experiencing a child going to college. It'll be fun. What up, Corgi? Just got back home trying to pick a first pour. I'm trying to pick another pour. I'm just staring at everything. Like, honestly, it's crazy how many empty bottles that you guys don't even know I have just sitting on my shelf. Do I have like a blind flight or something, man? What the heck? Let's look through the Boxo flights. I think some of these... So I want to save that one. I'm saving that one for a specific time. I might have to just do... I'm going to do these. Jake, I believe this is... And I haven't done this. Gonna do it now because I don't know. I don't want to drink anything. Everything I have, I don't want to drink. I'm not gonna look at what they are, but I'm making sure this is what it is. Yeah, this is Redwood Empire. The Redwood Empire Blind. So really, it's just seeing how they are blind. Adam Hudson, you buying the new Battlefield 6? Yes. I played the beta. We played the beta quite a bit, and it's freaking good, dude. Let me send you some Blue Note store picks and Georgia blends. What are Georgia blends? Or do you mean blinds? What's a Georgia blend? There's Bourbon Kitty. The Colts suck. I've turned down free tickets. I sent you that in 2024. Well, guess what, Jake? It's happening now. A year later. I've kept it. I honestly had planned, like, I had a very specific day to do it, and like back when you sent it to me, and then I just never did. And then after that, it sat in my box. Now here it goes, into my mouth. I'm just gonna drink them one at a time. These are my next pours for the night. I'm gonna go A through E and just drink them. Like, that's my pour of the night. My first pour is A. Some sort of Redwood Empire. I'll take my notes on this too. I'll even try and guess which one they are. Did you like Battlefield better than COD? I think Battlefield is... I've always been a Battlefield lover over Call of Duty. I think the only time that I wasn't was when I didn't even know... I never even played Battlefield. So growing up, I would play like all of the classic COD, like World War II CODs. And then Call of Duty 4 was like the one that I was like addicted to when I was a kid. And then World at War, loved it. Modern Warfare 2, loved it. And then like everything else was just terrible. Not terrible, some of them were okay. Then it got bad. Then I found Bad Company 2. Battlefield Bad Company 2 was the first Battlefield I played and was hooked. Battlefield 3, masterpiece. Battlefield 4, masterpiece. Battlefield 1, kind of didn't know what to expect, masterpiece. Battlefield Hardline is fun, kind of missed the mark. Battlefield 5, that's when they kind of started, what are you doing? It was the most hated game trailer of all time. I think they kind of missed the mark, but made up for it later. Still a decently fun game. 2042, terrible. I think they're coming back. They're gonna take over again. In my life. They're gonna take over my life. I haven't played Warzone. I uninstalled Warzone. It's not even on my computer. I don't play it. We don't play it. PUBG and the Battlefield beta. Oblivion. You know, those are the games I play. RuneScape. I just can't stand, like, Call of Duty, like, the arcadey, like, I'm not a big spawn, run 5 feet, shoot a guy, die, slide around the corner, like, Battlefield has objectives. And I think that's the only thing I really liked about Call of Duty was the Battle Royale. Because there's, like, an objective. There's things to do other than just zipping and sliding around a map. It's stupid. Anyway. Hey, everybody. This warm-up stream is gold. 1:30 p.m. local here, but dedicated to make it to the main events is Charlie Miller. Where the freak are you at? You're 5 hours behind? This one, I think I might even know what this Redwood Empire is. Just because it's so... There's like a very distinguished note that this right here has made my top whiskey of the year before. I bet you. If I think it's what it is. I like this. That's gotta be what I'm thinking it is. It is bright, fruity. I'm talking intense cherry. That right there is springtime freaking sipping bourbon or fall. I could easily sit on the back porch and watch a football game. 65 degrees out, 70. That right there. That's Devil's Tower, dude. That's Redwood Devil's Tower. I don't think it's the rye, because I'm fairly certain the Devil's Tower is a high rye. It's not rye enough, but it does have a lot of rye. Charles Miller. Is it Miller? Guten Tag, Charles Miller. Man, I want to go back. I'm ready to go back to Germany. Blackout was the last time COD was fun. I had some good time. We had some great times on Warzone, not gonna lie. I always wanted to try Redwood Empire Haystack. I have two. I have one of the... I think it's 12 years, and it's finished in Cabernet. And then I have the newest one that is their own distillate. In easily one of the coolest bottles of all time. It's a redwood tree. My daughter is about to go to London for her freshman year of college. Going to be pretty... What? Going to London? That's wild. And in the in her freshman year too, like you just start out in London. I'm gonna stick with it. Fantastic bottle. Battlefield 6 looks pretty awesome, but my days of FPS are over. Come on, dude. Just sit closer. Just feel the vibrations. Oh, Teddy, I know what you're talking about. That, what the heck was that called? I know what you're talking about. That mode. Spec Ops. That's what it's called. Spec Ops. I was out of town for the Battlefield 6 beta weekends, but I'm actually excited for it. X-Defiant was fun, but fell off the beta. It's... The beta, I feel like definitely... It was fun. I had so much fun and I'm excited for it. That's all you wanted to do. I will say, there is a lot of stuff that wasn't in the beta that I know is going to be in the game, so it's kind of like, the beta's the beta, you know? That's the whole point. Paul, did you ever think of going to college, or was it always the military for you? I went to college. After the Army. I think I got it in my head. At first, this is no joke, I think it all started, I might have been in 10th grade. I wanted to be a Marine. I was like, I'm going to be a freaking Marine. And I bought all these books. There's some really crazy books. If you're into like military autobiographies and stuff. I have some crazy ones, dude. Those dudes in Fallujah and Ramadi. Wild. Freaking carnage. So I was like, dude, I want to do that. I want to be freaking kicking in a door in a tank, just blows the crap out of it, you know, like. And then it shifted, you know, I shifted gears to the Army, but I just got it straight out of my head. Like, I knew for a matter of fact I was joining the Army when I graduated. There was no, oh, well, I'll go. I was like, no. I'm going. And they'll pay for my college. So I don't really care about scholarships and whatnot. It's exactly what I did. And then I got out. When I got out, I started working at a hospital, and then 6 months later, or maybe even like as soon as I went to college. I enrolled in I didn't, now here's the main question. I didn't go to some big I didn't do the college life. I went to like a community college, right? So like I drove from my house to class, and then left, and then went home or drove to work, you know? I didn't do the college life, but I didn't go to college. And then x-ray school is college, I guess. That's college. That was wild. That was balls to the wall, dude. That was more, I feel like I was busier in x-ray school than I was in the Army. A fruity, it's a fruit bomb. That is a fruit cake. Kind of like Jake. He's a little fruity. Red fruit cake. Solid. B. That's the thing. I'm not even going to side by side these. I know the score in my head. B. It is insane how different those are. You can even tell. I say that and I hold them up and they look just alike. I go, look how different they look. They're actually pretty close. It smells drastically different. All of that fruitiness, gone. Oh, hey, Fallujah, you read about that before you joined? That makes me feel old. Dude, honestly, I'll have to find out the book that I read. And I couldn't even tell you if it was Fallujah 1 or Fallujah 2. But, dude, it was just a Marine grunt and just their experiences blew my, like, the craziest thing was, like, I remember he was telling a story in the book that they would literally, like, they would just dump, like, tank rounds into a building. It would collapse, and then they would go inside, and the fighters were so doped up on freaking drugs that they would be, like, crushed with rubble and still, like, trying to reach their gun to shoot people. Just crushed to pieces, and then they're just, like, still... I was like, dude, that's freaking nuts. I remember that. That's just wild. James Morgan! Trev, so will Dan be shafted by Grease tonight as we watch? Or are they a lot closer nowadays? Dude, I'll be honest. There's no freaking telling. The fact that they're both back in the finals... What is this, the Chiefs and Eagles? I don't even know who to go for, dude. I think Grease is the Chief. He's the Chiefs. Okay? He's been dominant, but it's kind of, at this point, it's kind of like, can we get another team in here? And then Dan is like the Eagles. It's like, you know, like, I don't really hate them, but can we get another team in here? The heck? I don't know. I'm going for Dan because, you know, Dan and I, we just kind of, we just hug, you know? I have Trev's and Dirk's 13C samples poured and packaged. Final. This 12-year cognac is delivering at 97 proof. The rye is very present, even at 25% of the blend. Another banger from Gene. Dude, Tony has his picks already, which I think we can drop that link to anyone tonight. Anyone can just go buy the bottle. But the 12-year-old cognac is 97 proof, and I'm telling you, it's like, it's crazy. I was like, most of the time you get everything, and you're like, dude, I'm not picking the 97 proofer, dude. I'm getting the 120. No. That was like, I don't care if it's 90. I don't care if it's 90. Oh, it is Armagnac. When I say cognac, it's basically the same thing. The fruit is still there, but it's much more bourbon-y. Now I'm questioning if A was the rye. Was that not Devil's Tower? Was that a rye? Let me just make a little note. That could be one of the ryes. I was full-blown Devil's Tower, but now I don't know. Because this is bourbon, for sure. This is one of the bourbons. Still fruity. But definitely, I mean, it's way darker. The other one's so light. Like, light as in, like, just fresh, vibrant. I agree, Trev. It will be a good battle. I really don't know, though. You can never tell with Matt Madness. I've always said this. There obviously has to be a level of skill involved. Because, I mean, look at the people who've been making it to the finals. A lot of them are the same people, and it's because they are good at doing this. They are good at blinds. They are good at competing in a blind. But the thing about Mad Madness is, to a certain level, and I think much more so than most blinds, is a level of sheer luck. So, you got two really good people and an element of sheer luck. And it's like, I mean, some of those rules and some of the pours he pours you and the questions he asks, I mean, it's just like, it's literally just guessing. You know, like, I don't know what that is. I have to. Someone needs to get on the phone to the Ravens and Lions and tell them, every game you drop, you are sending a playoffs to Kansas City, Philly, and your ass is cooked. Guy, scream it louder. Because that is absolutely correct. Rick, my granddaughter's fiance, is an X-ray tech. Coolest dude. Coolest dude on the planet. That's all there is to it. Dinner done. Dishes put up. Dogs fed. Nerds and turds. Beam pick poured. All right. Now, which one could this be? It can't be the see. It can't be Grizzly Beast because I love Grizzly Beast and I feel like I would know. But it's very bourbony. That's not the Boo Rye. See, and Jake has access to literally every single one of their products, so it's like, I don't... It could be the cast strength versions, too. I didn't even think about that. This is so bourbon, though. It's gotta be the Pipe Dream. I'm fairly certain Pipe Dream is the bourbon. I'm gonna have to go back to A, because now I'm thinking that might be freaking rye. And then what? Good strategy will play its part. Let me know if you need any hints. Jake, I don't need any hints. I'm just trying to guess what these are. I'm honestly drinking them just to enjoy them. And then kind of rank them. I just want to see if I can guess. Because at this point, I feel like I've had so many that I feel like I should guess. Look how the colors on them are definitely like, when you pour them, there's so much light. I say, look how light they are, and then I pull up my camera. It doesn't look light at all. It's light. You just gotta trust me. I'm fake, people. This is not what I really look like. It's a filter. I was in Memphis over the weekend. Lots of family there. How far is that from you? I know I saw the Welcome to Arkansas sign from the top of Bass Pro. I'm 2 hours. I used to frequent Memphis quite a bit, which I haven't in a while. I would meet up with Donnie, the Linux cat, a lot. He'd just take me around to bourbon shops. We need to do that again, man. I have not been to Memphis in a hot minute. I don't know if I can say that. I'm gonna say it. I've been contemplating signing up for the Memphis Marathon in December. I'm thinking about it. I want to do one, like, sooner than later. I'm already training hard. And I feel like if I sign up, then I'll have to really just ramp it up during this fall. But it's like December 6th or something, December 7th. No, it's December 6th. I guess that was the last time I was in Memphis, was with Tony. Because he says, I saw Trev a year ago in Memphis. He looks so much hotter in real life. We went to Old Dominic. I think that was the last time I was in Memphis. Does the Memphis Marathon come with an M4 full kit mag pouch when you sign up? Yes. I will say, Memphis, it's like every place, okay? There's obviously places you don't go. There's places in Little Rock you don't go. Ever. Like, it's just, you just drive past it. You see it from the freeway. You're like, hey, just don't go in there. You know? But if you go over there, it's awesome. Because the things that live in the places where you just get shot and stabbed and freaking they rub petroleum jelly all over your body and stuff, they don't go into the nice places. Okay, they're just like lurking in there. They're just like beasts. They're like crazies in there, just trying to kill you. Then you go over here, everything's nice. Everyone's nice. Everyone's gonna walk past you and not stab you. You know? I will say the thing about Memphis that I think is the craziest, though, like, aside from that, every place has those places. The crazy thing to me is, like, the freaking... You'll see footage of, like them... I don't know what they're freaking doing. Just drag racing, but they're not even racing. They're just, like, screwing off with their cars. It's almost, like, rampant. Like, they need to put, like, landmines on the freeway after midnight, you know? Bro, I almost got a motel in Memphis on the motorcycle once. I decided to push on down the road for the night. Dude, I'm gonna tell you, like, when we were... I mean, a huge group of us. Bourbon Hunter, Bourbon Kitty, freaking Tony Bag of Donuts. There's a huge group of us at Old Dominic in Memphis. Dude, that street it's cool. It's fun. We went to Gus's Chicken across the street. I mean, in Old Dominic is nice, dude. Like, I had zero. I didn't think I was about to get stabbed at any moment, you know? I've been to places where I'm like, dude, we might be in danger right now. Let's speed up our walking. Maybe just go ahead and run. Maybe they'll just think we're just like on a marathon. They'll leave us be. Dang. Huh. That might be my favorite one so far, to be honest. Is that the Grizzly Beast? Yeah, it's got to be the Grizzly Beast. I love the Grizzly Beast. That is the best one so far. I'm just going to write that. Best so far. It's bourbon. I'm saying that because they have Boo Rise and they have Rise. A could very well be a rye. Or, because the thing is, the Devil's Tower is a high rye. So that's why I'm questioning it. That's bourbon. They need to do like other places and impound their cars when they catch them. No, Rick, you know what they should do is throw a freaking Molotov cocktail in it, and it will never drive again. There you go. I'm also like a complete dictator, dude. Never vote me in as a president. Like, if you do something I don't like, I mean, yeah, you shouldn't vote me in. Oh. You're drag racing in the street? Alright. Dynamite in the car exploded. And it's like, and we're gonna put fireworks in it. We're gonna make a spectacle. I don't know, something like that. Make it something fun, you know, so basically we got to make it fun for the townsfolk to want to turn you in. They're like, dude, if we turn him in for doing donuts, we get to see his car blow up, dude. That's awesome. No one will do it. Jake Miller, Team Grease for the meme of a broken-hearted Dan. If we got money on the table, who are you going for? Not who you want, money on the table, who's winning tonight? Well, Trev, we like a little discipline around here. You steal something, we put your hands in a press. And we just press your hand off. The Colosseum was a great invention. Criminals into the Colosseum. Send in the lions. Mountain lions. A lot of them. Tons of them. And if you did something that really pissed me off, tape his hands together, then the mountain lions. Who do we got? Dan. Bread and circus. Grease for real. He's lucky, good, or cheating. But he gets points. Thanks for pre-gaming for me. Says Ben. Dude, I was just talking about you the other day. What was I talking about? It was the time I got freaking stranded. We got stranded at JFK. And like the next day, you were like, dude, you should have told me. And I'm like, God dang, now I know. I was telling the story about getting stranded in JFK, and I was like, just reliving that nightmare. I don't pay more than $50 a night when on the bike out of principle. What do you have? You usually camp, like, do you have like a freaking tent? What up, David Goldman? Who do I want to win? Team Trev. Just log on and show them who's boss. David. I don't know if you know this. I've lost every single attempt I've ever made. I'm a failure, David. I'm a failure. What up, Tommy D? Tommy, I forget, what time is it where you're at right now? My son's apartment was a few blocks from old Dominic. Oh, shoot. Corgi. Good job. He not only is Corgi on top of this, but he's early. Just guess all Matt's Barrel King picks. 50-50 chance you'll win it. That's a good strategy, bro. All right, hold on. I gotta go give, I gotta go give Willow her medicine. I'll be right back. Get you something in your glass. And then pour it a little more. Willow! Way to go, Corgi. I walked in there. I left the TV on. I leave, like, YouTube going for Willow. I'm weird. I feel like she watches. Probably not, but she has football. There's a football game playing. Like a YouTube football. I guess she's ready for football. I don't know. We all ready for football in the Wrench household, okay? The Braves have let me down. I'm over baseball. I don't even want to talk about it. Just want football. Willow can help Cleveland running back. She would probably make the team at this point. For one, she's the fastest dog on the planet. Maybe even fastest land animal. Way faster than a cougar. Jaguar, nothing. She's lightning. Two, the Browns ain't got no one else. She's already kind of brown. She's red. You squint your eyes, she's brown. She'll look good. Don't give up on MLB Padres. Here's the thing, Jake. I don't care. I hate your Padres, but I hate the Dodgers more. So I'm obviously going for the Padres. I hate the Dodgers. I hate that they took Freddie Freeman, and I hate that they exist. I hate them. Make me president. LA Dodgers, no more. Every person on that team can never play again except for Shohei Ohtani, and he's going straight to the Braves. For life. Until he starts sucking. So I'm already lost. I forgot I even poured D. I think C might be the Grizzly Beast. I'm not sure, though. It's very, very good. Very good. This also smells like bourbon. I'm expecting a rye or something, man. Maybe A was not Devil's Tower, and that was a rye of some sort, because all of these other ones just taste like straight up bourbon. I do know that what's it called? Their Boo Rye does not taste very rye forward, but easy on my Dodgers. Let's go Dodgers. Who are they? Corgi and Phillip, why are you guys such bad people? How? How? Jake Miller's a Montreal Expo fan. Holy crap, a blast from the past. What are you, a freaking Oilers fan too? Whoa, Miracle. How are you a Dodgers fan? That's what that doesn't make sense. That's blasphemy. You're not, like, you don't like the freaking Houston trash Tros? At least be a Rangers fan. The only good team in that state. Alright, Dad's family from California grew up. Alright! Quit yelling at me. The worst fan base ever is the Dodgers. I think the worst fan base might be, and I'm gonna put two teams into this because they're from the same city. I think the worst fan base is Philadelphia. I think the Phillies and the Eagles have by far the worst fans I've ever seen. I hate the Phillies, and I'm impartial to the Eagles right now. They keep winning Super Bowls, I'm going to get tired of you. Okay? I was absolutely going for the Eagles to beat the Chiefs. Their fans, though, are, I mean, can I say all of the fans? I don't know. I haven't seen a nice one. But man, they are some of those videos you see of their fans are just absolutely just, what are we doing? You're a psycho. I hate you. That's what I gotta say about that. They're just bad. You know, there's talking smack and there's having fun, and then there's just being a straight up psychopath. They take things too far. I don't like it. Just my opinion. Now I'm starting to think that he sent me, because that is so bourbon. I'm thinking this is also Pipe Dream, and the B was Pipe Dream Cask Strength. That's what I'm getting at now, because that's low proof. Now I'm on to you. Now I know the flight. Now I know it. That was the Cask Strength, and that was the regular. because that was like 90-ish proof, just 90 to 100 somewhere, whatever it is, and just clean, simple bourbon. Really good. Rangers are far worse than Flyers fans. Seriously, from experience. Sugar Kitty! I saw you come in here way earlier. I've just totally been ignoring you. Who are the Flyers? Is that hockey? If you want the worst hockey fans, it's Boston, where the players have to go up in the stands to fight the fans. I've only recently kind of been getting into hockey, as in, like, I'm not getting into it, I'm watching it, and I don't even know who's who, I don't know which team is which, and I don't care, I'm just, like, watching the game and just thoroughly enjoying it. I'm guessing I'm an Atlanta Thrashers fan. Who are the Thrashers? Is that a hockey team? What is that, Thrashers? I will tell you, our trip to when we went to Canada, and it was during the freaking Stanley Cup or whatever was going on. I think it was the Stanley Cup. Like, it was it. The most awesome experience was going, like, the place we were staying was this, like, small town, and we went into one of the local restaurants, and it was like a full-blown bar. Dude, they were freaking the F out about this hockey game, and I'm like kind of sitting there like, hey babe, I have no idea what's going on, but this game is intense. Let's get another round of drinks and let's just, like, watch it. And then everyone in the restaurant, everyone just sitting there. It's a restaurant, it's not a bar. They got full-blown plates of food, and then all of a sudden the whole place just erupts. Woo! It was wild, dude. Can we get a price range on that guess, Trev? Every one of these pours tonight, I feel like, or at least, and I'm not saying what they are, because I don't remember what I would guess each of them at, but easily, I would say between $40 to $60 minimum on all of them. I think on Glass C right there, Glass C, that might be on up there. I'll put a little dollar sign so I can go revisit it. That drank well above its weight class. I think all of these, like this one right here, I don't know, 40, 50 bucks. Just a good, solid, just bourbon. Nothing crazy. They're just enjoyable. That's what I've always loved about Redwood. It's like, they're not like, dude, you have to go buy this. And I've tried to preface this in, like, when things make my top whiskey of the year videos, I'm not trying to be like, dude, this is the best thing you will ever have. It's just, it's affordable, it's approachable, and I just want to drink the crap out of it. You know? That's to me, that is the better whiskey than something that I have to go stand in line for, spend $150, and then I never drink it. So how is that the best whiskey of the year? I don't drink it. You know? Basically, how many bottles of Grizzly Beast have I drank? Multiple. Now I'm so confused. I don't know which one is Grizzly Beast. None of these have smelt like a Boo Rye, which could be just, it could have been snuck in there. The only one that has, like, any sort of rye characteristic is A. And I called it Devil's Tower, which is a high rye bourbon. I'm really liking E. It might come down between, like, as my favorite, which is crazy because I was talking highly about A. My favorites might come down between C, E, and E. What up, Christine? Nice shirt, Trev. Hey, we still gonna go to a Browns game? You know, I've noticed that the Browns only play at freaking 1 o'clock every single game. Trev, when you coming down for a Braves game? Tickets are cheap right now. Dude, Ryan, that was my goal this year, was that I want to go to a Braves game and I want to go to a Browns game. Shoot, I'll take a Ravens game, but god dang, the Vascos are up in Cleveland. The best part of 2025 is Trev will be live on Friday, Halloween. Chugs of Malort? Are you freaking serious? No shot. It is. I was gonna say, like, I probably won't be live, but then I'm like, no, I probably will. Because, like, our neighborhood starts handing out candy at, like, 4 o'clock. Like, we do not, I don't know if it's the same as where you guys are from, or maybe if it's just an Arkansas thing. I will say, come 4 o'clock, maybe I'm pushing it a little bit. 4:30 to 5. Like, really little kids start showing up to the house. So, like, a dad bringing his, like, 2-year-old or 3-year-old, you know, they show up, and I give them so much candy. They're obviously, like, the cutest kids because they have no idea what they're doing. But we don't have a lot of, like, when it gets dark, it's really not that many people. I think it's also just the street I live on. There's a street light that's out. So I think they all walk past my street and they look up and it's just blackness for, like, the first 4 houses, and they're like, yeah, we ain't going up there. And I'm like, I'm out there with, like, music, full garb, and I'm like, dude, I will give you guys so much freaking candy. But yeah, we don't... Basically, what I'm saying is, I probably will be live streaming in full costume on Halloween this year. Just saying. I love handing out candy, dude. I'm out there early. I'm that one dude who's just like a psycho. You get to Cleveland, and we'll go to tailgate and go to the game. I'm gonna have to take. I'm no lie. I'm gonna have to take both of you and Ryan up on this because, for one, I've never been to an NFL game. 2, I haven't been to an MLB game 15, 16 years. I was a child and I went to a Cardinals game. The only thing I remember about the game, well, I say only, there were 2 things. One, we met a woman. Again, it's fuzzy. I was a child. All I know is that her son was starting. He was pitching that game, but he was like brand new. Like he just got called up from like the minors, and this was his first game, so no one knew who he was. But we ran into her. She was like the woman in front of us in line or something. And I remember, like, we had, like, the little book. They gave us a book, and she was like, that's my son, that's him, oh my God. She was, like, freaking out. Like, you could tell this was, like, legit her son. I can't even tell you what his name was. And then the second thing was, in that game, the outfielders collided. They, like, the center field and the right field guy just, like, I mean, they smacked each other. I mean, they were, like, out. It was like they had to stop the game. They got like people out there looking at them and stuff. That was my game. Trev's favorite will be D. Of course he's a Browns fan. What's up, Kraken? I love the D, Kraken. What do you love? Send me 24 samples and I'll love the V. That was terrible. That was the dumbest thing I've ever said. Dennis says, never heard the story. How does someone from Arkansas become a Browns fan? The story is very simple, Dennis. It all started, I would say, I've never been into NFL. I've never really been into football until recently. What was it? 2009? When did the Saints go to the Super Bowl? So, Dan, my buddy Dan, you've seen him. He's been on the show. He and his family are diehard Saints fans. They're from New Orleans. Diehard Saints fans. So I never really watched football except for I was with them and they would have the football game on. So I was watching the game. I didn't care. I just watched. Every kid enjoys football, you know. I loved football, but I didn't have a team. I didn't know anybody. I didn't keep up with players. But I was like, I can't really pledge allegiance to the Saints because that's just me copying him. So, as a joke, this is like, I promise you this is how the story goes. As a joke, I pledged allegiance to the Browns because they were bad. They've been bad a long time. And I was like, you know what? I'm a Browns fan. And it was just kind of like a kid being dumb, like, oh, I'm going for the Browns. But it literally stuck the rest of my life. And then when I started getting into football, I mean, I've been saying this for like, it's been like an inside joke for 10 years with Dan and I that I'm a Browns fan. Because every year I'm like, hey, bro, your Saints ain't nothing, man. This is the Browns year. And then, as dumb as it sounds, when I started getting into football, I was like, I'm going to watch all the Browns games. Like that's it. And then I was like, well, you know what? They're terrible, but I'm a Browns fan. It's that dumb. And then, since I don't have a true allegiance to the Browns, and it makes zero sense at all, my wife started getting into football hardcore as well. So I'm like, oh, heck yeah. Like, what? Not many of our wives get into football as much as we do and want to watch every single game on the big screen TV in the living room. You know, normally they're like, hey, how about you go in your man cave? No, she's like, put the game on. And I was like, well, what? I told her, because I'm weird like this, you have to pick a team. You can't just watch football. You have to have a team to go for. Who's it going to be? And she goes, well, her cousin lived in Baltimore. So she was like, well, he lives in Baltimore, the Ravens. Just blindly picked the Ravens because he lived in Baltimore. So I was like, okay, we're Raven. You're a Ravens fan now. You just picked it. So that's how that became. And then that was the thing. From that point on, we would watch. She didn't give a crap about the Browns, so I'd watch all the Browns games. We would watch together all of the Ravens games, and then she like genuinely became a fan, and I did too. But then I genuinely became a fan of the Browns too, because I was watching all their games, even if they were sucking. I'm like, dude, Myles Garrett, dude, is a nasty player. So it's a weird thing, and I don't care. You don't have to understand. I understand. Dude, I genuinely don't know what these are. Let me go back to A. I mean, this is just bourbon. I don't know. I think my order, if I did a preliminary order, it would be C, B, E, A, D, and they're all good. Like, even D, I think D is just the most simple. So it's not even bad. It's just like the most simple of the lot. They all taste good. I take the Browns to the Super Bowl every day. Being a Browns fan, Trev knows where all the good massage parlors are. Cracking. You don't like a happy ending, dude? Come on. How are you going to hate on me being a Browns fan and my happy endings, bro? I'm trying to tell you where they're at. I only became a Panthers fan because I started playing Madden with my friend and could crush him when he played as the Vikings. You guys have never met my friend Stip, but he is from Minnesota. He is a diehard Vikings fan. Drew Brees is from Arkansas. Is he really? I love Drew Brees. Don't get me wrong, Kraken. Like, I love the Saints. Even today, if whoever they're playing, I go for the Saints. Like, I'm a Saints fan. They are just terrible now. They got to figure their life. I guarantee you, this season, the Browns will be better than the Saints. The Saints might be one of the worst teams in the league. I mean, they're like New York Jets level bad right now. They are bad. Dennis says, all I can say is go Steelers. I almost just freaking vomited. I would say the only teams in the NFL that I like actively go against, and I don't really understand the Steelers thing. I think I had an ex-girlfriend one time. She loved the Steelers. It's probably that. But I hate the Steelers. And I hate the Chiefs. The Eagles are they're really trying to get into my list. But yeah, I do not like the Steelers, man. Let me retry A. Let me put the A in my mouth. Chargers all the way. Dude, I'm not a big Chargers fan. I think we were talking about this last week, dude. Those navy blue Chargers jerseys are some of the sickest jerseys of all time. I might buy me just because I just love sports memorabilia. I love wearing like during football season. You guys won't, you'll see it a couple streams, but I wear a jersey like every day. It's weird. I'm weird. I'm a weird guy. I don't know if you guys have not noticed this at all. I'm pretty normal here on stream. Totally don't do anything weird and exotic, but I wear like a jersey all the time. I would literally LaDainian Tomlinson navy blue Chargers jersey. I would buy that and I would wear it because I think it's so sick. Like I would wear it as like a fashion statement. As just why else? What do you wear when you get home and you're comfortable? Why would you put this shirt on? Because it's comfortable. Why would I put on a navy blue Chargers Tomlinson jersey on? Because it's comfortable and it looks good. That's why. I'm that guy. The closest the Browns will come to the Super Bowl is when they hire Kevin Costner to run the team. You might not be wrong. The Haslam needs to go. The Ravens was just built from recycled Browns players. Well, now look at them. It doesn't matter how they were built. Now they're the freaking best. Still here for the whiskey. Does anyone have a clue? Absolutely not. No one here has a clue. I don't have a clue. Dang it! I knew this music sounded different. And we've been... I'm gonna get flagged again. I've gotten flagged the past 4 live streams. I cannot be monetized. I keep playing, like, these other people's songs. And I do not know... I don't think it's royalty free. So I'm basically stealing their music. Nothing says royalty free. Well, F it. Whatever. At this point, we might as well just listen to freaking Leonard Skinner. God dang it. Are you sipping E? I just poured some more A. I poured all of A. Because I'm really... I do not know what this is. I'm still leaning Devil's Tower because it does not scream rye to me. It's so red fruit, but it's not super rye. I can't watch one of these other ones that I called Devil's Tower High Rye. Or A. I called A Devil's Tower and it's high rye. Then I called Bourbon. There's no way. Like, what's the... I forgot what it's called. Lost Monarch. One of these has got to be a Lost Monarch, right? Like, Jake wouldn't send... Why would he not send me a Lost Monarch? Put your own drum beat? Just poured the last of my weeded wiener. Happy Friday, everyone. Cheers. Trev, cheers. All ADHD whiskey. Matt, bro. Finale, brother. You're gonna have a good night. You're gonna be the best, most delicious looking host. You're gonna have to deal with a shit show that is Grease, and then you're gonna have to deal with a shit show is Grease arguing with Dan, and Dan possibly crying because he loses it all. Again. I don't know. I don't envy you. So, everyone's liquored up. They're ready for the show. Also, do not forget that I am first place loser on Matt Madness. These guys, I've lost more times than these guys have won. So there you go. They think they're winners, but they're not. They're already down. I'm only halfway up, and I'm at the tippity top. I'm halfway up, and I'm at the top, and they're still at the base. Next year, you'll play till you win. So I'll be on every single episode. Dude loses every round. Dude, and I try. I'm trying. Tell me if the music's too loud. Kraken told me to go ahead and play my own drum beat, so I just played our song. You won 4 years just being invited. Being invited to Matt Madness is a win. It is a complete honor, and honestly, it's just, it really is, like, bottom of my heart, it's awesome. You know, but you can only be invited so many times, and then just keep freaking losing. Round one. Like, dude, I might be the Cleveland Browns. You know? I think that's why I like the Browns. I relate. You know? They try so hard and they fail. Every time. One of these times, it's gonna be an upset, and Trev's gonna be in the finale, and everyone's gonna be like, "Ooh, I knew Trev could do it." Fake fan. I don't know, a lot of you believe in me. No, do not give me no sympathy. Trev plays until he wins, because then everyone's like, dude, this guy sucks. I'm going to stick with Devil's Tower. A is Devil's Tower. Going back to it, I'm confident. That is not a rye. I don't think he sent me any rye. I don't think any of these are rye. So I said C might be my number 1. B would be number 2. So let me go to B. Jake said okay, so he confirmed it. There's no rye. Straight to the playoffs. Jeremiah says Heaven Hill Grain to Glass Straight Rye Whiskey, first edition, 123.2 proof. Do you think it's an allocated bottle or shelf whiskey? Thank you for your patience. Jeremiah. 1. Thanks for being here. 2. Why are you thanking me for my patience, brother? I don't have patience. 3. Quit talking like that, Jeremiah. You're one of us. Just come in here and be like, Trev, what do you think of this? 4. Heaven Hill Grain to Glass Straight Rye Whiskey. My first... I'm going to give you 2 answers. One of my answers is a question to you. My first answer is those Grain to Glass bottles are $99.99 and they're sitting behind the shelf. I could go tomorrow and buy at least a couple of them tomorrow. $99.99. I haven't done it. I don't really understand the price. Like my local distillery is grain to glass. Like a lot of people are grain to glass, so I don't think that is a reason why you should price your things up. And then how many things in Heaven Hill's portfolio are already grain to glass and they just don't disclose it? It almost feels like they're using the grain to glass as a marketing thing. Like, Maker's Mark is grain to glass. You know? So I don't really get that, and I don't understand why Heaven Hill can put out so many great bottles at such a low price, but then all of a sudden they do this like special thing and it's $100. I'm not really buying into it, and I haven't bought one. That leads me into the second question: how much is your bottle? Because if it's over $100, I would say the answer is 100% no. So there you go. I think it's a nice looking bottle. I think it's a... I'm sure, and here's my thing. I'm sure it's a good bottle. I guarantee you it tastes good. Guaranteed it tastes good. I just think it's going to be too much money for what's actually in it, you know? Compared to their other stuff. So that's my thing. Why would you buy this $100 bottle when I can go and buy any of their other portfolio for $40 to $50 cheaper and probably enjoy it just as much? You know? That's my thought process. That's how I process things when I go into the liquor store. You know, I don't just go buy the newest thing just because it's the newest thing. I buy things that I think is going to bring me value to my mouth to wallet ratio. You know? And I don't know, man. Good question, Jeremiah. Well, he says, well, that sucks because I bought one. No. I'm saying this in a way of, I don't want you to not... Listen, you bought the bottle. You're going to open it, and you're going to pour it, and you're going to enjoy it. I'm not saying this to degrade you or the decision to buy it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, the best person at this point in time, bro, I've done this all the time. We all do this. At this point in time, the best thing that you could do is open that freaking bottle and pour it and enjoy it. And you know what? There's times where I've bought bottles that are $100+ and I'm like, probably shouldn't have spent the money I just did on this. Jeremiah, quit apologizing, bro. You're about to open these things and you're gonna drink them. I'm telling you, bro. I was telling you as if you hadn't bought one. I think you need to open them and you're gonna pour them, and I guarantee you will enjoy them. I think you will learn a very valuable lesson, and I think you will like these. But I think, tell me though, and this is the lesson, Jeremiah. And this is something, dude, I still do this. We all do this. You see something shiny and new, and you're like, I get it. And then you get it, and then you're like, man, I really like this. But I just paid $120 for it. Dang it. You know, like I wish this was like $50. You know, like I wish this tastes like it's $60, bro, and I paid $100. Open them up and enjoy them, and then here's the most important part, Jeremiah, that I really want you to do, no matter what, is when you open them, I want you to come back to this chat, and I want you to give your honest thought about it. If you come back and be like, bro, I paid $100 for this bottle, and it's freaking good, like, I want to go do it, we need to know that. Now, if you come back and you're like, bro, I paid $100 for this, and I would have much rather paid $60 because it's not $100 good, let us know that too. You got him, brother. It's too late. It's too late. You gotta drink them now. Hey, just telling you, man. That's how I look at things, man. Eagle Rare 17 for $250. Eagle Rare. You know I hate paying. I don't pay secondary prices, but I don't know, man. Eagle Rare 17 for $250. If you're in that market and you have $250, that's the big thing. If you have $250, I would not, oh, hey, babe, I had to cancel our cabin trip because I had to buy a bottle of Eagle Rare 17. If you have an extra $250, I think Eagle Rare 17 for $250, that is way less than secondary, which I'm so careful with how I word things nowadays. It's worth it. There you go. I don't like to tell people you gotta buy it for that. Man, like sometimes people like don't go out of your way to get this. Like, dude, you can book a nice cabin on a lake, and you can just go spend time with your wife, and you can just go bring like a cheap bottle with you, and just, to me, that's worth $250. Eagle Rare 17, like, wow, I got a cool bottle, like, I'm flaunting it to you, but, like, what does it actually get me, you know? I've really been searching for the finer things, you know? But, all that being said, Eagle Rare 17 for $250. Yeah, I would buy it. If it was me, and I had the $250 ready to go, yes. I mean, look, George T. Stack, and this was back in the day. George T. Stack, secondary market's $500. So yeah, you ain't spending secondary. You're paying markup, but you're paying something else. I don't know what you're paying. Let me pour a little of this C, which I think this was my favorite of the night. Alright, I'm tired of listening to my own music. Let's listen to this. Okay, not. There we go. Trev, Richie, I saw you coming here. Trev, I just got first port wine bottle, a 10-year for $30. So good. Port? Richie, I would love to tell you, if you enjoy that 10-year bottle of port, if you like pour that, and if you really like it, dude, you can easily find 20, 30-year-old port for a good price. Like a $60 bottle of port. I mean, you're looking at like a 30-year-old port. I'm not the biggest fan of dessert wine, like port and all that stuff. It's like, tastes like molasses to me. I'm not a big molasses lover. I think that's a good start, though. Like, try a $30 10-year-old port. That's awesome, Richie. Amy Boom! Amy, how the freak have you been? What are you up to? Viper Candy, Eagle Rare 17. Viper Candy, Eagle Rare 17 for $2.50 all day. Eagle Rare 12 for $2.50, pass. Yeah, those Eagle Rare 12s, guys, are going to start coming out. You're going to start seeing... let me back up. You probably won't see them, but they're coming out. Thank you, Cleveland, for sending us Shane Bieber for next to nothing. Shut up, Peter. If it ain't on the shelf for MSRP, then I don't need or want it. Jake, that's honestly, like, that's the point I'm at. And, you know, you gotta realize, like, everyone gets to... I used to be to the way where, I mean, dude, I was at every raffle. I was buying everything. And, dude, I was spending crazy amounts of money on new bottles. I just don't care anymore. I just don't know what else to tell y'all. I just don't care. I will get an Eagle Rare 12 when I get an Eagle Rare 12, but I'm not going to spend $500 to be the first dude on YouTube to review it. It's just ridiculous. It's just the silliest thing I've ever heard at this point. And I might be... Maybe I'm growing up. Maybe I'm growing up. Yeah, I mean, it's just crazy. Like, what? Why? For one, I don't even understand why Eagle Rare 10 is so hard for me to get, let alone now they're coming out with a 12. I'll never freaking see one. You know? Like, I'm not going to go out of my way to get that. I'm not going to spend $200. It's stupid. That's the dumbest thing ever. If you're spending $200 for Eagle Rare 12, it's like, what is it supposed to be? What is it, 50 or 60 bucks? I mean, it's just dumb. It's stupid. It's a complete waste of money. And someone is making so much money off of you that it's laughable. $69 retail for Eagle Rare 12. And it's exactly where it should be, just like Knob Creek 12. And just like Will T said, they set the bar. What is it? I lost it. Knob Creek 12 set the bar standard offering 12-year whiskey. And you know what's crazy is that Eagle Rares, it's no problem. It's no issue at Buffalo Trace. It's the people who look at Buffalo Trace like it's the second coming of Christ. At least they're pricing it appropriately. It's everyone else. I mean, it's just ludicrous. I mean, look, like freaking Old Forester 10. It's 10 years old. It's $130. Stupid. I'm just tired of all the bullcrap. And you know, I can't even blame Buffalo Trace coming out with Eagle Rare 12. They're putting it out at an honest price. $70. That's fair, dude. But you can't get it because every one of these freaking fat body losers are buying them up and selling them for $200, $300. I mean, it's like, it's dumb. I'm sure it's a good tasting bottle. I'm sure it's great. I'm sure it's the best thing I've ever freaking had. No. Rant over. Jesus Christ. I'm just on. You guys got me on one now, man. I'm like fired up. C is my favorite. I think my order stands. Let me do a little sip of E, and then I think I know my answer. I really don't even have an answer for E. I just said bourbon. People aren't chasing like they were around COVID times. Bottles are sitting. I think we're gonna start seeing a shift. Everything in the bourbon world takes a while for the shift to change, just because it takes so long to age the stuff. So I really think we will see a sooner than later. We've been saying this for the past 5 years. I just think we're overzealous. I think we all know the downfall is coming. We're just overzealous on how quick it will be. But the downfall of bourbon will come because all of these, for one, it's just boring. Two, half of the people who joined in on the bourbon came from COVID. Those mother effers are going to move on to something else. And then three, it's like all of these brands have spent millions of dollars to expand, and look at everyone expanding. It's going to oversaturate because all of the COVID hype and all of the hype, bourbon's not going to be this hyped for forever. I'm sorry. I don't know what crack you're smoking, but it's not going to last forever. Nothing lasts forever. So now I'm not saying that Happy will become on the shelf bottle. I think that will always be a thing because there will always be a core dedicated people that will always be there. But I think majority of the stuff, you know what we'll probably notice more than anything is a lot of brands just disappear. You won't see like 18 different varieties of Eagle freaking Rare, you know? You have 5 minutes, Trev, make it special. The first time I saw Kraken, my heart skipped a beat. And that was when I knew. But when he kissed my lips is when I was sure. What's up, Clay? How you doing, buddy? When I even had time to sit and enjoy a pour, life is busier than ever. Bro, we love you, dude. What are you drinking right now? Let me ask you this, Clay. What are you drinking right now, man? What's your pour? I would be so thankful to get a Stag Formally Junior bottle for a 2-digit price again. Would be great. It's been a while. Those are great. Four Roses OESK. Let me finish this. I have my answers. I have my answers. Everything's written down. Play, let me go see if I have an OESK. No shot. Clay. I'm gonna do this just for you, brother. No. I got an OESK. And I know you've been going through a lot, Clay. I mean, I don't want to share too many details with the chat, but this will be my last pour of the night because it is a hefty pour and it is the end of the bottle. But I'm just saying, Clay, we love you, dude, and I'm always here. This whole community's always here. I know you're going through a lot, bro, but you got a whole team of people, man. You got a whole crew of nerds that friggin' love you, and I'm gonna drink some OESK with you. You know, that's all there is to it. Let's find out what these answers are tonight, huh? So there's my notes, but then I'll have to flip it over to show the answers. So glass A, I called Devil's Tower, red fruit. Super fruity, man. It was very fruity. Glass A was freaking Devil's Tower. 45% rye, 51 corn, 2% wheat. So it's a very high rye. That's why I was like, dude, I could have, Jake, I was so close to changing that to like Emerald Giant or something. After tasting the other ones, I was like, dude, that is so rye. What up, Jeremy Dirks? Get on in here. What up, Big Big? Hey, you know Matt Madness not gonna start for another 15 minutes, so y'all can stick around, god dang it. They're just gonna talk nonsense for 15 minutes. The show ain't starting. Friggin' Jameis eating wings again. Bro, Kraken, did you see the video of Jackson Dart eating his wing? Weird. But I love it. I'm here with the nerds, says Jake. Well, because you sent me the flight. You have to be here. Oh no, I have an Elliott Select 14-year-old OESK. Well, I'm drinking OESK right now. This is my last pour of the night with Clay. Clay has been dealing with quite an unfortunate situation, and we just love him for it. And you know, he hasn't been able to make a lot of these streams, and bro, it doesn't matter. You don't have to be here every freaking Friday. Like, I love you. It doesn't matter. I don't care if you miss 3 months in a row, dude. I love you nonetheless. Like, you're family. All of you here, if you're basically, if you're still around here, you're family. But we freaking love you, dude. So Bourbon B, I called it bourbon. It was pipe dream cask strength. It was fruity still, but it was definitely bourbon. I called it pipe dream cask strength. It was Lost Monarch cask strength. So that's the Boo Rye. That's Boo Rye. Bro, that's wild. That is wild, because it does not... The bourbon takes over. I think Lost Monarch people, you need to give that a try. That's wild. C, I said best so far. Definitely bourbon, and this is definitely Grizzly Beast, and it was definitely my number one. I don't know if I'm just like amazing. But I'm amazing. Sample C was Grizzly Beast, 100 proof. I nailed that. I freaking nailed that, Jake. I tasted that and was like, whoa, 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 whoa. That's it. That's my one. Grizzly Beast is my favorite. It's confirmed tonight. Grizzly Beast is by far my favorite Redwood Empire bottle. Period. I will say it's not even close. I will stick with that because that was my clear favorite. Like, I just love that bottle, dude. Everything else is good. Nothing tonight has been bad. I don't think you'll go wrong with anything you buy. But I'm just saying, if you line up with... No. Dude, Kraken. Grizzly Beast is 100 proof. And it was my favorite. And it wasn't even... Like, dude, I love that bottle. I'm fairly certain Jake has sent me a bottle of Grizzly Beast, like, for Christmas. Like, at least once. I remember one time I opened a box, it was Jake sending me a bottle for Christmas. That bottle is so, dude, it just goes to show you, it doesn't need to be cask strength, dude. Like, 100 proof Grizzly Beast that was easily the best pour I've had of the night. It was clearly number one. What are my notes? Best so far. Number one. Dude, I just freaking love that bottle, man. Sample D. Sample D, okay, here's gonna be an interesting thing. This was my least favorite one, and I didn't dislike it. So, normally there's always something that I just don't like. I liked all 5 of these samples. So, take this with a grain of salt. But, this was my last place pour. What a poppy. You're amazing, Trev. Quit glazing me, Richie. What up, Paulo? Greetings from San Diego. Got to watch our Dodgers and Lost Losers play. Sorry, I mean Padres. Just checking in. Jake, do you hear this? You hear this? We got a full-blown war going on. Bracken says, most things Redwood Empire to me are great, especially Lost Monarch, the single barrel haystack needle. Dude, this is honestly shocking. So, this was my least favorite bottle of the night. Screaming Height was 96 proof. So So it's a 4 grain. 59% corn, 30% wheat, 7% rye, and 4% malted barley. I think the 4 grain might have just, when you stack it up against everything, it might just come off lighter, weaker, I guess. Not as flavorful. It's weird, Trev. You usually love the D. I do love some Big D. I think honestly it might be because it was a 4 grain. And here's the thing, guys. None of these were bad. When you side by side them all, it's just what you get. You know, the 4 grain's gonna suck. That's wild. E. I already saw the answer. I'm kind of pissed. E, I just said it was my 3rd favorite, and I just called it bourbon. It was Pipe Dream Bourbon Cask Strength. 116.8, 4 years old. What's crazy is I called B and D Pipe Dream. B was Lost Monarch, which is a Burai. And then D is a 4 grain. And then E, I just called bourbon. The only one that was just bourbon was E. And I called it. Those are my notes. Bourbon. Look, you got my notes. There you go. I'm gonna tell you right now, I think you should just, if you have the budget, you should just, at some point you should try all Redwood Empire stuff. I think if you were new and if you can only get 1 or 2 or 3, like whatever you got, dude, I'm gonna tell you all right now, Grizzly Beast is a beast. I freaking love that bottle. It might just be me, so don't go buy that and be like, bro, Trev, that sucks. I hate you. I hate you. I love that bottle. Grizzly Beast, I think, is easily my favorite bottle. It's proven tonight. Grizzly Beast is easily my favorite. Devil's Tower is definitely worth it. Dude, they're all worth it. They're all so different. What is D? Screaming Titan. That's the 4 grain. There's really no replacement. I was gonna say, like, the Lost Monarch, which is the Burai. I think if you can't get Lost Monarch cask strength, I think the normal 90 proofer is totally worth it. It's like 90 proof. I think that's worth it. Here you go. There's your answers. When I heard you headshot Sample A, I knew you were gonna crush it. I don't know, dude. Like, I missed a couple of them. How's their cask strength stuff? It's better. You know, here's my issue, Paul. Is we've started getting some of their cask strength stuff here. Man, it's so much more expensive. It is really, stuff's really good, bro. Paul, let me tell you, this is what I'll tell you, Paul. I would go to the store and I would buy a Lost Monarch 90 proof. or whatever it is, the regular version of Lost Monarch, I would base all of my opinions off that. Buy that bottle and tell me what you think. Tell me what you want more of, what you want less of. And if you somehow see a grizzly beast, it's a red label with a freaking grizzly bear on it. You can't miss it. I'm at that point where I'm going to buy every single release. Jake, now you know. I'm a grizzly beast. Dude, that thing is my favorite freaking bottle. You guys are here. Mango's here until he sees me at Matt's. Richie. Screaming Titan. I don't want to deter you, but it was my least favorite of the night. I preface that with everything I had tonight was good. Even that one. I had no pour tonight that I said, nah. Meh. So I'm just telling you, compared to the other ones, it was my last place, but it was good too. Like, they were all so good. Basically, this is a free advertisement to freaking Redwood Empire. You know what I'm saying? Like, those guys are freaking killing it. They're putting out good stuff, affordable prices. Even their more expensive stuff is freaking good. Like, it makes it feel like it's worth it. So, I like it. I love them. Let me backtrack. I'm gonna tell you I love these guys. Every bottle's been so good. This is what I wish companies would do. Put out bottles that are different. I mean, dude, look at these guys. They're just a random distiller. Like, you know what I'm saying? Every one of these were different, and they're all around the same price, and they're all around the same goodness. Why can't anyone else do that? You know? Like, you don't even, just go buy all of Redwood Empire stuff and don't buy anyone else's. And I bet you'll be good for a good while. Buy every bottle they have. Trev, do you ever do some cadence in your head when you're running? That's honestly a good question, because I do. What's the cadence called? Sitting in a foxhole?
I hear the choppers hovering. I hear the choppers hovering. They're hovering overhead. They're hovering overhead.
What the hell is
Come
this?
to get the wounded. They come to get the wounded. They've come to get the dead. Come to get the dead.
Woo! I like this.
Rangers, lead the way. Rangers, lead the way. My buddy's in a foxhole. My buddy's in a foxhole. A bullet in his head. Bullet in his head. The medic says he's wounded. The medic says he's wounded. But I know that he's dead. I know that he's dead.
This right here. Here you go, Paul.
Sharpening my knife, sharpening my knife.
take his life.
Had to take his life.
You son of a bitch. Woo! Redwood Empire has something for everyone.
Mama, can't you see? Mama, can't you see? He's got me missing my baby. He's got me missing my baby. I used to date a beautiful.
Can't play that one.
I hear the choppers hovering. I saw the Taliban dressed in black. I saw the Taliban dressed in black. That's my tooling.
That's a good one right here.
He was just a rookie trooper and he surely shook with fright. He packed up his equipment and made sure his pack was tight. He had to sit and listen to
Wrench, I want an Old Forester 100 proof black label. What's your opinion? Never had. The Old Forester 100 proof black label is, I like it more than the blue label. Johnny, this is not. It's this dude.
Our hero answered bravely, yes,
It's not AI.
He leaped right out into the plastic stand.
It is a dude.
He ain't gonna jump no more.
I'm gonna say, like, this can't be. This literally can't be monetized because it's cadence. So have off.
He ain't gonna jump no more. He counted long, he counted loud, he waited for the shock. He felt the wind, he felt the clouds, he felt the awful drop. He jerked his cord, the silk spilled out and wrapped around his legs.
I like the cast strength pipe dream significantly more than the standard Lost Wonder. Because of the cast strength. Yeah, their cast strength is way better. The cast strength stuff's usually like $80, and their like standard is. I guess that's my issue. Is their standard is usually still like 40 or $40, $50.
The lines were snarled and tied in knots around his skinny bones. The canopy became his shroud. He hurtled to the ground.
I bet stuff like that keeps you going through your runs. Or I'm gonna tell you right now, there ain't a much keeping me on my runs. I'm just on the struggle.
He ain't gonna jump no more. The days he lived and loved and laughed kept running through.
I do love cadences, man. I love calling cadence.
He thought about the medics and
which I only really ever called cadence in basic training. I love calling cadence.
What a hell of a way to die.
It just makes you feel good, you know.
What a hell of a way to die.
You gotta think like your foot. Like they call it cadence because that's your footsteps. So it's keeping you running at that cadence. And that's freaking love that.
What a hell of a way to die. Gory, gory, what a hell of a way to die. I saw the Taliban dress. He was just a rookie trooper and he surely shook with fright. He packed up his equipment and made sure his pack. I hear the choppers hovering.
Oh, here's a good one.
Around her head, she wore a yellow ribbon. Around
He is a bit. This dude is a bit flamboyant.
Springtime in the early month of May. She wore it in the springtime.
Like these are our freaking cadences, but this dude is like.
She wore it. And if you ask her why that she wore it,
She wore it for that soldier who was far, far away.
She wore it for that soldier.
Yeah, this dude's way gay.
Far away, far away, far away, far away.
This dude never went to
For that
combat at
soldier
all.
who was far, far away. Hey, around the block.
Yeah. Now I figured it out. Sea shanties, they would sing while they were doing hard work on ships. I know some sea shanties, Paul. I know sea shanties. Alright. I'm sure there's only like 7 of you guys left. We're wrapping it up. Friggin' Matt Madness finals tonight. If you guys are leaving this stream right now to Matt Madness, you need to let Matt know, because he's the host, that Trev has been live streaming before every single one of these episodes. You need to let him know that Trev is going for Dan. How much shit can we stir? Trev is going for Dan. Basically what we need to say is, hey guys, I'm here. I'm so pre-gamed because of Trev, the best YouTube streamer on the planet. And he's going for Dan, therefore I'm going for Dan. Don't say that. If you say that, you might be ostracized. I'm on Dan's side tonight. There's no way that I would ever go for Grease. Dude needs to lose. Have either of them served in the military? Freak no. And I only say that so aggressively because, like, Dan Shook is perfect, but Grease sure as hell has. And let everyone know that Trev is he outranks all of them on the number of losses. What up, Corvette Trey? As I'm hitting the end button, Corvette Trey, cheers, buddy. Thanks for tuning in for like the last 1 second. No Patreon live. We're waking up to run tomorrow. Guys, we're doing a marathon, right? My life is going to look considerably different. It's going to be considerably different. Trev is the people's champion. I don't want to give myself that title, but I put you guys first over whatever the other people put first. Use money. Bullshit. Fake. Things. Asbestos. I don't know. They're just terrible. Jake, I love you, dude. Thanks for sending me this blind 1 year ago. See you in the morning on Strava. The plan, Jake, is to go and run with my wife in the morning, so I will have an easy run. She will have a hard run. Just have Matt do your round with your picks next year. Corgi, I don't get to pick. Any more thoughts on a Patreon pub time? Miracle, I'm sorry, not tonight. Maybe this weekend, but we have a very busy day tomorrow. I'm gonna wake up and run with my wife, and then I'm gonna take my wife out on a date. Tomorrow's date day. We wake up, run as a date, we go on a date. Pure date day. From start to finish. Look, if you guys want to keep drinking, you go over to Matt Madness. I was referring to a previous company 3 weeks back. Oh, you mean like the Google Meet, the Google Pub, like the pub time? Yeah. We will make that happen. We'll do that. Next week's kind of crazy for me, to be honest. We will do that very, very soon. Miracle, I'm fully invested. I know what you're talking about. I'd love to do that. I will post it ahead of time so everyone knows. All right, go on over to Matt Madness. Let them know that Trev, he is the #1 loser. He is well ahead of everyone else. And he pre-gamed and he sent you here and he's way better than all of you and all of that stuff. So, love you guys. For anyone who's still here, all 3 of you, I will not be live next Friday because I have a race next Saturday. So, I'm taking the week off. I'm going to be drinking a lot of water and I'm going to do my race Saturday. So, I will do my live stream whatever Saturday. The next Friday, I don't know. I don't know when it will be, but it will not be next Friday because my run is Saturday. So, there we go. Friggin' love you guys. I will see you where I see you. I'm about to piss my pants. Love ya.